Flax. So today we are talking about the morning, a time of day that a lot of us really don't like. I was definitely somebody who absolutely hated waking up in the morning. I would feel very tired, groggy, I'd be grabbing my breakfast to go, and I'd be doing my makeup on the train or the bus. And I think when I realised that if I gave myself more time in the morning and stopped snoozing the alarm and actually woke up a bit earlier and started to do some things that made me feel good when I woke up, then I'd start to enjoy my mornings more. So this video is in collaboration with iHerb. I've worked with them in the past before because they are just a great shop for all things vitamins, supplements, health foods, even beauty products and cleaning products. It's amazing for me because they have loads of vegan stuff on there, cruelty-free stuff, eco-friendly stuff, and it just makes my life a lot easier when I'm wanting to look for these maybe more niche products and supplements that I actually incorporate every single day into my life and into my morning routine. So they carry over 35,000 products, they ship to over 160 countries, and their customer service team provides support in 10 languages, so they've really got everything covered. I'll be sharing with you some of the things that I use from iHerb on a daily basis in the mornings to get my day started and make me feel my best. Also, it's not about perfection. I know that watching these videos on YouTube, people can seem like they have perfect lives, everything always goes to plan, and they're always having these really productive, amazing mornings. It isn't the case. I often don't do these things, and I often have lie-ins, don't go to the gym, don't write a to-do list, and yeah, things don't get off to a great start. But I just have these habits in place because most of the time I'm doing them, and most of the time they're keeping me going, and if I haven't done one of them, then maybe I'm doing another thing that will make me feel good in the morning. So it's about balance, not beating yourself up, and just trying your best to incorporate them so that you know that you're going to have a good day ahead of you. So the first thing is to wake up early, and of course this is going to be on a morning healthy habits video because waking up early can have a really big impact on your day. I really like waking up early because it means that I can have more hours of my day essentially, and I can get more done. In order to wake up earlier, you need to be going to bed earlier. I try and always go to bed before midnight and aim to go to bed between like 10 and 11 because that makes me feel my best, and when I wake up the next day I'm not hating my alarm and not feeling really grotty when I get out of bed. So the second thing is to not have your phone in the bedroom. So I put my phone on charge overnight so I fall asleep reading a book rather than mindlessly scrolling and stimulating my brain. I get a better night's sleep, and then in the morning I'm not picking my phone up the second I wake up. And I know that a lot of people use their phone as an alarm clock, so I just got myself a little alarm clock so that can wake me up, or I'll just wake up with my natural body clock, and it just keeps me from any sort of stress or work related things when I'm waking up in the morning. So number 3 is to drink some water when you wake up. I always have a bottle of water on me and I fill it up before I go to bed, so I have it there, and in the morning I'll just take a big sip before I do anything else. So number 4 is to take your supplements. It is important to take supplements. If you're on a vegan diet, then you need to be supplementing with things like vitamin B12, or if you're living in a country where it's really dark and dull and there's not much sunshine like England, then a vitamin D can also help you. Supplements can really help to fulfill the things that maybe you're not getting as much of, or sometimes you don't have the time to eat or whatever. So supplements are something to incorporate as a bonus. You should still definitely be eating your fruit and veg. So I take this vitamin B12 from iHerb. It's a spray form, so it's a lot nicer than tablets, and it tastes really good. You just spritz it under your tongue and you're good to go. Which leads me on to having a healthy breakfast. This is something that I will not compromise. I always have to have a really nourishing, filling, delicious breakfast. It's my favourite meal of the day, and I go to bed looking forward to it because sleep is a time machine to breakfast. Let's be honest. At the minute I'm really loving smoothies, and like I mentioned in the last tip, I supplement my smoothies with a protein powder and some health foods, some superfoods from iHerb. So I use this vegan protein powder. It's chocolate flavored, which is of course a good thing, and it also has BCAAs and it has probiotics in it. I also add in some Maca powder because it's really good for you, and also it tastes like salted caramel. I also add some flax meal into my smoothies, and I pretty much eat a tablespoon of flax meal every morning because it's a really important thing to add to your diet to make sure you're getting those healthy fats. I throw some fruit in there and a little bit of soy milk and a little bit of water and shake it up, and it tastes honestly like a chocolate shake. It's so delicious. But whatever breakfast you enjoy, make it in the morning and make it nutritious and make it filling, because those are the things that are gonna keep you going, keep you energized, and really make a difference to the rest of your day. Another thing that is important to do in the morning is to get outside and take in some nature. Try and prioritize some time in nature and just some time outside soaking up the sun, enjoying the sound, the sights, the leaves, the trees, the grass. It will ground you, it will make you feel more alive, it will make you feel happier. And I think it's very normal and natural for humans to feel that, and we've lost a little bit of that in our day-to-day lives. So try and prioritize doing that, even if it's just a little walk around the block or a little walk to your local park in the morning. Number 7 is to listen to some inspirational music or a podcast. I do this every morning because I live for music, and I know a lot of other people do as well. It makes me feel upbeat and happy and energized, and depending whatever mood I'm feeling, it really helps me to feel that emotion and process it. And I also really love podcasts. I find them really motivating, really inspiring, and really freeing before I'm starting my work day. I think that there's that little pocket of time in the morning that I really enjoy where I'm listening to something, but I'm not necessarily thinking about work yet, and it kind of is a little bit of time to switch off. So if you're not listening to some music or listening to something in the morning, give it a go and see how it kind of gets you started and ready to feel like you can take on the day. And number 8 is exercise, because I'm listening to this music and these podcasts usually when I'm exercising. And if you're not exercising in the morning, you're probably going to be really annoyed at me bringing this up, because it can seem a bit difficult to even fit the time in to exercise, or it can be hard to feel motivated to do so. But honestly, I cannot emphasize enough how much exercise, for me personally, improves my day. It's like meditation for me. I'm switching off and all I'm doing is focusing on whatever activity I'm working on. It's time for me that I've taken out of my day to focus on myself and improving myself, improving my strength, improving my abilities, and that is so powerful. So if you're not incorporating exercise into your morning routine, give it a go. Number 9 is to stretch. After a night in bed of lying still and all kind of cramped up, you need to be stretching out your muscles. And especially if you're sitting at a desk all day, stretching is a really good way to start your day. It also is really calming and relaxing. If you're not maybe ready to do exercise, at least do a little bit of stretching to wake your body up and feel a bit more fluid in the mornings. Number 10 is to be still. A lot of us are constantly going, and we're never ever still. We're never just present, we're never just breathing and focusing on nothing. And this can be hard because you think, how can I find the time in my day to do nothing? I have so much to do, I couldn't possibly just sit there and do nothing. But the funny thing is, when you try it out and you just spend, a few minutes every day meditating or just sitting down and just not doing anything and being quiet and being still, you find that you actually give yourself more time in the day because your head is clearer, you're less stressed, you get things done quicker because you just feel more able and more capable. I think that it is vital for us to do, especially in the fast-paced world that we live in today. Number 11 is to give yourself a little mini at-home pamper session. And I'm not talking about spending half an hour in the bath and putting a face mask on and all of that. I just mean using some nice natural products on your skin, or moisturizing, or putting on a little bit of makeup, or doing your hair in a different way. Something that just shows your body some love and makes you feel good. So I've been using this amazing African black soap from iHerb. It's so lovely on your skin. It smells incredible. It has aloe vera, oats, and vitamin E in it. And I just think using products like this that smell good, that have nourishing properties in them, just make you feel so lovely and cared for in the mornings. And because I don't wear a lot of makeup in the morning, I do absolutely love to use some lip balm. I was so excited to see that iHerb had this brand Hurraw in stock because it is my favourite lip balm ever. It's so nice, and it has a little bit of a lip tint. It tastes delicious, kind of like wearing lipstick without wearing lipstick. So I highly recommend you try that out. 12 is a gratitude journal. I highly recommend each and every single one of you starts a gratitude journal. It will really make a difference to how you feel in the mornings, and switch your focus from anything negative that you're feeling to positive feelings. Also, if you feel like you just don't have the time to do something like this, try and figure out a time when you can do it, maybe when you're at work, just before you get started at work, or maybe on your commute if you're taking the train, or if you absolutely have no time to do it, then just think about it. Find time in your morning to sit and think about what you're grateful for. I know that we're often focusing on little things that don't really matter, or getting wound up by things that we shouldn't be so wound up by, and focusing on what we're grateful for and happy about first thing will help to push those things just to the sidelines a little bit. I know that the more I write what I'm grateful for every morning, the more it just becomes a natural feeling for me. It becomes a habit, and it has become a habit that I feel grateful over annoyed or upset about things that maybe aren't going so good. I generally am just focusing on the things that are going well and things that I have to be grateful for. I'm so privileged and I'm so lucky for all the things I have in my life, and that becomes my focus. Number 13 is a to-do list. I got a bullet journal in 2018 and I write my gratitude journal in there, but I also have a to-do list that I can write every single morning to keep me on track with what I'm getting up to and what I need to be doing that day. I would highly advise that you write a little to-do list and a weekly to-do list so that you can reference that every week to see what you need to be doing every day. What I would also recommend is try doing the most daunting thing on that to-do list first, straight away in the morning, so that you don't leave it till the end of the day and then it gets left behind. So number 14 is to drink some tea. I drink tea all day long, but I especially need it in the mornings. It's just the perfect way to start your day. It's refreshing, it's comforting, it's warming, and it's just delicious. I mean, I don't think I need more justification for why tea is wonderful in the mornings. I recently switched from tea bags to loose leaf tea just because it's so much better for the environment, because tea bags, did you know, have plastic in them. And iHerb really fixed me up here because I got a gigantic bag of raspberry loose leaf tea, as well as this little tea diffuser thing that you can just put in your cup. Basically, it's your own little metal tea bag without any plastic. And life hack, raspberry leaf tea is amazing for menstrual cramps, which is why I purchased it, because I do experience those sometimes, and apparently if you drink it every day, it will really improve the symptoms. So invest in some loose leaf tea, get the little diffuser thingy because it's so handy, and it means you can just have tea on tap all day long without using any plastic. And the final one, number 15, is to try and reduce the amount of time that you spend on social media. I did mention this earlier with not looking on your phone, but I want to emphasize this even more with social media in particular. We don't need to be bombarding ourselves with what everyone else is doing first thing in the morning. Focus on you. Look at the mornings as the time for you to do what you need to be doing and to be working on your own life, nobody else's. What someone else is doing is not gonna bring you up in the mornings. Try and reduce the amount of time that you spend on your phone flicking mindlessly on all your social media apps. So that is it. Those are all of my healthy morning habits. I really hope that this inspired you to incorporate some of those tips into your mornings, and hopefully it will improve the rest of your day and make a difference to how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Thank you again to iHerb for collaborating with me on this video. Everything that I mentioned from them is going to be linked in the description down below, so if you want to get your hands on any of these things to improve your mornings, then I highly recommend you check it out, because when it comes to supplements or beauty products or anything, iHerb is the place to go. Let me know in the comments down below a little bit about your morning routines, what habits you do every day to make you feel good and ready for the day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Okay, go.